We all share the same goal of reaching a vegan world at some point, and we all are active in trying to reduce the harm and the killing of animals. And there are a lot of different approaches, tactics, strategies in order to reach that goal. And I think one important thing is to reach to young people, because it can be really effective, and we can have a huge impact on young people. What is the root cause of our problem? I think the root cause is the socialization process within our society. Everything when we're very young, at a very young age, or when we're born, basically, our whole belief system and therefore our habits, everything that we do, is learned. And parents are teaching us at a very young age. Later on, maybe we go to kindergarten or to schools or to universities, colleges as students, and there are teachers who teach us what we don't know about the world. And so it's the root cause that there is a formation of these harmful habits, these harmful traditions, this harmful culture, harmful towards animals, and we need to change this at the root. I think we put a lot of effort into it to fight the consequences once the people are old, and once they are already shaped, and once they already have these habits and beliefs, and that is exploiting animals. That is the norm. And when we start earlier, I believe we have a much bigger impact and can address this problem at the root. So, what are we doing? Me and also Fatma and a couple of other people were presenting in the open discussion yesterday that we are basically planting seeds, give information to young people at all ages, age groups, and at all occasions, in order to shape their beliefs and in a much better way for animals. So educating young people is crucial. That's what I wanted to as a main point. And if we foster things like compassion, empathy, and the understanding about animal products, which is not there usually when I go to schools, people don't know where their steak comes from or what is caused by it when they order it at the menu, or if they have it at the dinner plate. The summary of yesterday was that we as activists, we put comparatively little time, energy, and resources into reaching young people. And as I said, if we would address this issue more, we probably would have much more impact, and we would be much more efficient in reaching our goals. Second important thing is that actually at the moment there are a lot of people like me, or fighting on their own, coming up with their own solutions, starting from the scratch with their own presentation material, trying to get into schools, or there are at different organizations, there are small projects where they say, okay, we do early intervention programs or projects, or we have teachers that go to schools, but there is no collaboration. We're not very professional in that sort of sense. There's not a huge network, there's no meta-organization. But the good thing is, yesterday we have seen Jens Tudor presenting on this topic, And he addresses just this problem. He wants to create a meta-organization right now, or he's in the process of doing that. He and ProVeg, that's his organization, they address this problem, and they created the Early Intervention Network. And I urge everybody to come up and talk to Jens, who is interested in that topic and in networking, and also come up to me or anybody else who is interested in reaching out to young people, so we can share the information, our database, and everything, what we learned so far, our experience while we tackle that topic. I said we have little to no access to the educational system. Basically, we as activists, we're out of it completely. And we're out of the curriculum and the syllabus, and we're not in the textbooks, and our message is unheard, literally. So what happens is that constantly all the children born and raised, they were born and raised without the information that we feel so important to give them, and it is so important in order to change their habits later on and their beliefs. So we're out of this system, and we need to get into it, and this is very hard to do. For us, the biggest issue is to get into a school, to find teachers who support us in our idea, to let us present in front of the children. Once we're in there, that's a good thing. It's not a big problem to get in touch with the children, because they are so passionate and they're full of empathy, and they understand the topic right away. But the main problem is to get into schools, and I think we came up with the idea that we need a broader network to get into schools, to reach out to schools, and so to have a personal connection to a teacher here and there. That is a real door opener for us, and we should work on that to get into the system, in the educational system. And finally, the information is really missing out there. As I said, we're not part of the educational system, but I just wanted to let you know that the children out there, they just don't know where the steak comes from. They just don't know anything about the consequences when they eat meat or meat products, and they don't even know that there are alternatives. They just lack the information. They are willing to, at least in my experience, they're very open and willing to make a change, but they just don't know why change at all. They've never thought about those consequences. And then, it's the second point, they don't know how to do this. They don't know that there are, that there are milk alternatives, for example, without any dairy products in there. They don't know that you can have a vegan chocolate or anything like that. As a matter of fact, they don't even know the definition of veganism or vegetarian. So we have to change that, and we can work with all age groups. I think the younger the better, because they have this deep inner connection, this instinct that they wouldn't want to harm any animals, and you can make this connection. The younger the children, the younger the children are, the better you can make that connection. The better they can make that connection, and the better you can foster them to make that connection. But no matter what age group, we just need to focus on that topic and reach out to young people. That's the conclusion, and that's what we're doing. Thank you very much.